I think that if we try to base what we're doing on what is actually needed for the kind of activity we think is going to take place there, the parking and access, if Ulster County can get control of the Ulster and Delaware Railroad corridor, the parking can be at Bel Air Ski Center and can be at the Pine Hill Lake, which have direct access through that corridor right to this 1,200 acres or the 700 something acres that would be wild forest.
Just to play devil's advocate, what if they don't get access to it?
I think they will get access to it. It's just a question of how
I know
long.
Mike is hard set on it.
No, I think they will get access, but we don't know when. But you could actually take some of the DEC land along there and make a side-by-side corridor if you needed to. It'd be steep, but you could do it.
Yeah, my comment was the 120,000 people coming to Bel Air, they're coming to our town in the winter. The 400,000 you're saying, and I can't dispute that one way or the other, is the whole Catskill Forest Preserve, I'm assuming, right? Not just Shandaken.
That's correct.
So, you're comparing a great big area to a very small one, especially in the winter time, where a lot of businesses get their bread and butter from is that ski slope. People coming through there. Vast majority of them pass through Shandaken to get there. So if there was an opening or more access to there, I'm all for it, because it definitely benefits this town.
Marty, what exactly was the reservoir? Was it about declaring the entire parcel intensive use?
It was urging them to reconsider the classification, to not use just this small portion for intensive use. And it, went through, we were kind of proud of it all, the whereas this is the economic base, whereas blah, blah, blah. So it was a pretty formal resolution.
I remember seeing it, I remember looking at it, and it wasn't until Jack said something at the opening comments, and I was like, so it's up to the board. How do you guys want to handle this? Do we do a resolution and try to draw up whereases, therefores, and everything? Or
If you have a
can we,
computer, it's on the website.
or yeah, I'm saying if the town board is willing to approve, to allow me to write a letter, basically discussing, reiterating what the
Do you need a
Parks and
hearing
Rec-
on that? Don't you need to have a hearing?
What?
Don't you need a hearing on it?
What? I hear you. I know what you're saying. No.
Lauren,
This
is
is
the
it.
resolution in your meeting minutes from last month?
Yes.
Can you go by and find it? And then-
Wait.
Read it.
We start scrambling all over. Can we simply just authorize, I'll write a letter, I'll pass it to the town board with your approval at this point, basically seconding what the Parks and Rec Board, again, I think if we send a resolution to the Parks and Rec Board and we just send a mimicked document from us, it's just dumb. I think it would have more weight
So you have to vote.
with having a letter explaining and saying that the town board supports the Parks and Rec request, and we can illustrate what our concerns are, why we're requesting this. Again, I will pass it amongst you guys before we send it, so I'll entertain a motion for me to write a letter to the DEC, reiterating supporting the Parks and Rec Board's position on the DEC lands. I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Yes, opposed.
Opposed?
I prefer the designations as they were put out by the PDC, the 3 different areas.
Very good. Thank you. Motion carries. Any other public comment?
Rob, not to keep people here any longer. Last year I wrote a letter concerning, there's a couple of people had some concerns on the budget, and I've written these down, and these are my thoughts on the budget. There are a lot of reasons why budgets at all levels of government in the U.S. have been ballooned by excesses. One reason for excessive government budgets, ours included, is that many programs have become barnacles that have attached themselves to the department budgets and end up siphoning off valuable financial resources. More often than not, these barnacles become part of the budget years ago and have been drawing resources ever since. Once established, these programs don't get looked over sufficiently to determine if we should continue to be funded. These barnacles become problems because we use a line item budget. As the budget comes around each year, instead of the efficiency of each line item being questioned, department heads simply figure out how much more the line item will cost for the upcoming year. Seldom, if ever, is the nature of the program associated with a budgetary line item questioned as to whether or not the program should be continued. To fix this problem, town board and town departments need to change the way they form their budgets. The way to do this is zero-based budgeting. Under zero-based budgeting, each year, everything and everyone starts at zero. Everything we funded last year must prove why it should be funded this year. Zero-based budgeting forces the departments and the board to question on a yearly basis everything it does. For zero-based budgeting to be effective, we must know the town government's missions, goals, and objectives. Only those programs that advance our mission and meet the goals and objectives should be funded. This budgeting method can prevent non-cost-effective programs from forming and siphoning off our increasingly limited financial resources. Zero-based budgeting is a way that can be used to reduce the size of the current and future budgets. And as Shandaken's governing body, we have to start to question what we do, why we do it, and whether or not we should keep doing it. We should require all department heads to attend a town board meeting concerning the budget and relate to the town board and general taxpayers paying public why they require the funds they're asking for and what they're going to do with it before we even start the budget process. This method may keep those barnacles from forming in the first place. That's my point on the budget. I know it's late this year to do that, but I gave this to each of the town board members last year, and I still stand by that's the way we're going to reduce our budget to make our finances go as far as they can.
I have a question.
Yes, Ms. Rice.
Can you tell me the supervisor in your job description is it part-time or full-time?
Job description?
Yeah, you have a job description.
Yeah, it says part-time.
It's what?
It says part-time,
Okay, why is that?
because it says part-time from when it was drawn,
And how long ago was that?
10 years ago, 12 years ago. I don't know when it was originally adopted, maybe whether it came with the original docs.
Well, 10 years ago, there was a lot less issues to deal with. I mean, today's town board deals with so many more issues than they did 10 years ago. So is that something maybe that the town board should look into?
On a multitude of other things, yes, the employee handbook is one of the things that's due for review. And I have spoken with board members about it.
It may state that his job is part-time, but we're all well aware that it's far more than even full-time. It's 24 hours a day.
I don't know.
So can't you have that changed to a full-time position?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it really, we're talking about language in an employee handbook document. The hours I put in are the hours I put in.
Full-time, you should get 75,000 and more.
That's right.
Well, you reverse those like that.
You should have $150,000 in your capital cost for your home. I'm ready for that.
It's ridiculous.
On that, there's no other comments. Again, folks, don't forget Election Day. It's coming. Also, don't forget Halloween. Make sure you got your goodies out for the trick-or-treaters. I got a little princess ballerina that's going to be coming around to see us.
What's your order dress?
Huh? Yes, I will. You'll get in trouble again. We can't talk about it. Anyway, moment of, thanks. So I'd like a moment of silence, please. We'd like to adjourn the meeting in memory of Richard Bennett.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Have a happy and safe Halloween, folks. Is it? It's my brother's birthday. Oh, yeah. Johnny Glidenberg's birthday. Oh, I know a bunch of people are doing it. How's it going, It's just too lazy. I started shaking. Jim Fonte.